Hey everybody, I just wanted to put a quick video together. Hopefully it'll be quick. And what I want to call this is Intro to Wine Tasting. And I would put a subtitle on this saying Wine Tasting for Novices and Non-Wine Drinkers. The reason why I wanted to go into this is because of the new blog that has been started for CT Foodie Friends. Yes, I know it's not the you'd say, I guess, the proper spelling of foodie, but considering the last experience that we had over the weekend, I thought it might be helpful to put some information together because I, in the past, I haven't been a wine drinker. And so the whole wine tasting thing was very new to me. And I thought maybe this information might help some others. So I have some topics that we're going to cover. I will cover. First of all, I'll give you some information about me and what's the point in wine tasting, why you should care, or at least why you could get into it, what to expect in a wine tasting, and then finally going a little bit beyond that in saying, it's not just about wine. Okay, so who am I? What makes you think you would care about anything that I'm talking about? Well, I'll tell you. I am not necessarily a wine drinker. I'm not really an expert. I just know what I like. Angela took it as a personal challenge when I told her early on in our relationship that I don't like wine. And her response was to pretty much say that it's because I just haven't tried the right wine. So she made a wine drinker out of me to an extent. So, in all of this, what matters most is what you like. I like sweet stuff. I enjoy cocktails. I hate beer. Ugh. I do not like beer. I don't like anything bitter. I just enjoy I enjoy dessert, which is I think why Angela found some wines that I like because the stuff is sweet. So that's my taste, but that's not all that's out there. If you already know what you like in as far as tastes, that is half the battle. You're going to find a variety of different tastes, and there's a lot out there. So give it a try. I'll get into that. So, first of all, what's the point in a wine tasting? Okay, they want to sell you something. That is really the bottom line. But before you buy something, they want to make sure that you're happy with it because number one, they'll sell more product. Number two, maybe they will get some word of mouth advertising out of you. You will spread the word and they will be able to sell more product to more people. And it's kind of like trying on clothes before you buy them. I mean, who buys clothes without ever trying it on and just hopes that it's going to fit? Maybe who knows? That's a whole different situation. But anyway, that's the idea. But since they want you to buy something, they're really going to try and make sure that you find something that you like. They know what they're doing. They know what's popular at their winery. And let me backtrack a second. When I say winery, I'm really talking about any sort of establishment that does this kind of thing. So we are talking about maybe wineries, cideries, meaderies, breweries, just anybody that does this kind of thing. I would even say places that sell tea do this kind of thing. So going back to them wanting to make sure that you find something you like, they're going to try to accommodate you in any way that they can to help you enjoy the experience. So now, going back to the different types of places, definitely shop around. Everything has multiple options everywhere. There's no such thing as one size fits all in this scenario. Go find different places to try. If you don't like one place, they only have their product, and every one of them has their own specialties or just their own product varieties. So go find multiple places to check it out. And excuse me, after all that, you still can't find anything you don't like, then you can say that you are not a wine drinker. But shopping around is a big part of the fun. So, what to expect in a wine tasting? It is really a whole experience. There are so many different places that offer tastings, and a lot of them are right on the premises where they make the wines, ciders, beer, whatever it is. So a lot of them may have it on site, and there are special areas set aside just for these tastings. There's even usually kind of a cool view in a lot of these places. Let's say there's a winery, one of the wineries locally, the wine, the place where the tastings are held overlooks the vineyard, and it's actually really beautiful. Some of these places are, like I said, the cideries, so you may be right near the orchard. So it's very usually a really cool place to be. The atmosphere itself is part of the whole experience. So it's actually very common for these tasting areas to be like probably one of the nicest places on the premises. There are often special events held there. I've seen birthday parties, anniversary parties. I think maybe even a wedding reception, things of that nature. So it's usually a really nice place to be. And the people, like I said before, they want you to find something you like. They want you to be happy. So they are going to try really hard to make you a customer, and they're really great about it. So now on to what to expect in a wine tasting. The two big things that you're going to find are glasses and lists. So I have a couple of examples right here. This is more along the lines of a standard size wine glass. It's hard to say standard because for some reason different types of wines have different types of glasses, but size wise, this is what we're looking at. And to compare that to this right here, this is more of the type of size you're going to find at a tasting. So compare that, and you'll get an idea that this is truly for tasting. It's not just a whole drink fest. Now, this tasting glass, they're not going to fill this up for you. They're going to give you an ounce maybe. So you are getting enough to really taste it, but you're not getting a whole lot there. The list that you get is going to have their selections. It's usually not a huge list, but it usually has a very good selection of the range of wines that they have to offer. And I usually see that in sorted by dry to sweet. But they also often have different things thrown in there, like if there are fruit flavors or herbs or spices or something, there's a big variety in there. And that's again why they want to help you find something you like. There will definitely be things on the list that you just won't like. I There are people that with the differences in weight that people's tastes are, it's it's very common for people to try the whole list and find maybe one or two that they actually really like. So that's fine. Once you try something, here's a tip. Write on the list and mark some information about like maybe what you liked or what you didn't like, and share that information with the staff, because once they have that information, that's going to help them to make better recommendations for things for you to try that you'll probably like. It's they also usually have food there because uh, well, number one, they probably don't want people getting drunk. They don't want people drinking that much, but it's usually a small menu that there's food that kind of goes well with the wines that they have. There's also the situation where you really kind of need to clean your palate between each type of wine that you're tasting, because let's say you brush your teeth in the morning and you have that, which is usually a very strong mint flavor, and then you go immediately and have some water, milk, some food or something, and that taste is like, wow, you grab it's not a good combination of flavors. You still have that powerful mint on your tongue, and then you go try something, and it just, ugh, it's terrible. You have the same situation with wine tasting. So, in order to really experience the flavor of what it is that you're trying at the time, you got to try to get the taste of the previous thing out of your mouth. So they give you some crackers or something to 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 eat between the glasses so that you can really experience the taste well. Now, overall, the wine tasting is an experience to enjoy. So bring along a friend, bring along a group maybe. And another idea is to, on your list, mark down ones that you want to try that maybe aren't on other people's lists so you can try each other's. And it's really cool. So it's just a really fun experience. It can be anyway. And it'll probably take at least 45 minutes, maybe more. And who knows, you might even strike up a conversation and make friends with some of the other people that are there. So that's definitely a fun thing to do. So, kind of going back to the food situation, the wine tasting is not just about wine. We're talking about bringing friends. Wine tastings are very common to have a date night. So, you can bring, just like I said, bring a date. Bring people that you want to hang out with, that you enjoy their company. It's a very chill way to spend time with people. It's not a bar atmosphere. It can get kind of loud because all the people that are there and talking, but they might even have live music there. But it's usually not the type of music that's hard rock. There's no jukebox. It's really an atmosphere where you can relax and enjoy the wine, the tasting, the experience, and the people that you're with. And back to the food, some of them don't even have a lot of food on site, but they encourage or at least allow bringing your own food. So there's another thing. You can kind of make a picnic out of it or something like that. Some places will even let food be delivered. They won't do that with beverages. They usually don't let you bring your own beverages, but by all means, if they allow food, go for it. It's a good idea to call ahead to the venue or the tasting area and see what it is that they allow before you even go there, because who knows, maybe you might want to get delivery on its way so that it shows up shortly after you arrive. Who knows? But definitely try different places because of the specialties that each one of them has. You are more likely to gain experience and kind of refine your tastes as far as wine is concerned. And you will find probably some stuff that you really like in multiple places. So go try it out. And it's not just the wine that these places have. A lot of them will have a cocktail menu that is based on some of the wines that they have. A lot of them will have a kind of a shopping area. So there's wine related products or things that you just might not expect to see in a winery or something like that. So it's really all about having an enjoyable time. So I hope this information was helpful for you, and go out there and try something and let us know if you find something you like, a wine or a location that you think that we might enjoy.